Today's horror manga dub in narration is The Smoking Club by Junji Ito. If you enjoy the story at any point in time, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the manga. Our tale begins in a city where the vast blue sky hovered above is slowly being corrupted, tarnished by the residue of a nearby smokestack. The once illustrious blue turns darker until it becomes a pale, emotionless gray, the students blending into the various shades of gray and smog within the air as their school day begins. Within the school, an angry teacher screams outside the men's restroom. "Oi! Come out, all of you! You kids! Don't you know where you stand as a student? Hand it over." "What?" "Give me the cigarettes! The cigarettes! All of you have been smoking, eh? Just look at all this smoke." "But Sensei, I didn't bring any. I merely got one when it was divided amongst us." "Who is it from? Say it! Who did you get it from?" "Nakaya-kun." "Nakaya? Who is this Nakaya? Just this? Huh, you defiant kids. Fancy smoking foreign brand cigarettes." "But the contents are from Japan." "What? Anyway, disciplinary action will be taken against you students." But the students simply just stand there in unison, unaffected by the authoritarian glare and angry words of their teacher. Later that day, the smoke from the stack rages on, further plaguing and contaminating the once pure blue sky, filling the school grounds with a dark tint. Two individuals appear to be working together to clean up the debris scattered about the yard of the school. "Oi, Kondo." "What's up, Shirai?" "Come closer. Do you want to join the smoking club?" Kondo replies, "The smoking club? What is this smoking club?" Shirai simply explains to his friend, "It will be held in Nakaya's house, but first I have to get everyone gathered." "Shirai, have you been hanging around with that group of people recently?" "Yes, come along with us." "Smoking club, huh? When did you start smoking? I don't want to be like them, getting expelled from school, you know?" "But, aren't you curious?" "Well, come on, you gotta try smoking Nakaya's cigarettes. It totally tastes different from all the others." "Hey, you two, stop daydreaming and clean up," exclaimed the teacher. "Ah, yes, sorry, sir." The teacher tramples away in an angry stupor. That got me for a second. I hope he didn't hear our conversation. He's the one who caught Nakaya and his gang, right? He is really particular about catching the students who smoke. You're going to get caught for smoking too, Shirai. You better watch out," Kondo remarks as he disposes of the cleaned up waste in a swift manner. Finally, done of cleaning up. "Let's head home, Shirai." However, Shirai interrupts and says, "Hey, Kondo, what do you say? How about we go together to the smoking club right now?" Deciding to comply to Shirai's request, the two of them arrive at a robust brick house with a suspicious smoke coming from the window. That's right, smoke steaming out of that very window. Inside the house, Nakaya greets them. "Oh, you're here, Shirai. Is it alright to let him join us starting today?" "There's no problem to it. But is he able to keep this a secret?" Kondo looks down, scared to make eye contact. The anxiety from the situation causes his skin to crawl and itch, as if the smoke emitted from the cigarettes is seeping into his very skin. Shirai responds in Kondo's place. Of course, his lips are sealed. Kondo hesitantly considers the possibility within his mind. Black-colored smoke, a stench that makes me uncomfortable. Is this the kind of smoke that comes out of a cigarette? Nakaya pulls a cigarette from the box and beckons Kondo to falter to the peer pressure of the group. Come on, Kondo, why don't you try it? Kondo grabs the cigarette and clutches it tightly as Nakaya lights the cigarette. Kondo, despite his better judgment, begins to smoke. A deep, dark smoke emits from the tip, filling the entire room with smoke as it diffuses about. However, Kondo realizes that something, just something, isn't quite right here. The others, they look as if they are in some sort of trance, their eyes completely pale white and hollow. Kondo begins to chat about the experience. The taste is really unsettling. How do I say it? It feels like I've smoked something that I shouldn't. It tasted dark. Really dark. I see. What an interesting way to explain it. But, to me... He pauses before completing his sentence, and then he says, So, you say it tasted dark, huh? That very sentence causes a cold sweat to drip down Kondo's cheek as the countenance of the smoking club loom over him, eyeing him up as if staring into his very soul. Very good, you're right. I had the same thought when I first tried it. Different from other ordinary cigarettes, it had an obnoxious taste. I originally thought it was due to an error in the manufacturing process. However, the process of making cigarettes is to have tobacco leaves, dried under the sun. Isn't that right? And so, I doubt that's the reason. Kondo hesitantly asks, So, does that mean you made the cigarette yourself? That's right. Nakaya-kun, but tobacco is certainly not something you can easily obtain, no? You're talking about the tobacco leaves, right? I didn't cultivate any. Instead, I used something that grew naturally. Oh? Is there a place where tobacco leaves grow naturally? Yes. Besides, the quality of the leaves is exceptionally good due to this very location. I have already collected it all. Oh, what place is that? Well, it's at the crematorium. Beside the crematorium, as a matter of fact. Oh, the crematorium? I've heard that it's really good to grow plants at such places. The reason being is because the ashes will be buried somewhere nearby. And those ashes, that's right, they will serve as a fertilizer for the plants. I'm not sure if you are aware, but in World War II, when Nazi Germany had the Jews massacred at the concentration camps, it was said that the crops nearby grew particularly well. You see, the place where I've collected these tobacco leaves, it has started to grow again. It should be ready to harvest for summer. Let's all go there together. So, you're saying that these tobaccos, they have absorbed nutrients from humans? Well, I guess that's not something to make a fuss over. It's similar to the vegetables we have been eating. You see, you are unable to give me an answer to what type of nutrients those vegetables have been taking in, aren't I right? Even if that's the case, the cigarette is just too weird. The smoke, the smell, something's off about it, don't you think, Nakaya? Indeed, it's different from the others. It's exhilarating, especially at the point when you're about to breathe out, after inhaling the smoke. How do I put it? It's all darkness before my eyes, he elucidates as he takes a drag of his cigarette, expelling the smoke, engulfing the room within more of those strange fumes. In that instant, it was as if the smoke had consumed him, the smoke that was the byproduct of the nutrients of the dead. He inhales the fumes and exhales, but the vapor does not just come out of his mouth, it also comes out of his eyes, spiraling out, lining the room in a thick smog. The others begin to smoke as well, inhaling the smoke, and also exhaling. But, just like with Nakaya, the smoke comes out not just from their mouths, but their eyes as well. Kondo looks over as terror plagues his face. He is simply now an onlooker to the group who is being consumed by the smoke of the dead. Strangely, Shirai does not seem to notice and remarks, "Kondo, what are you doing? Get smoking. The cigarette's getting shorter." "Oi, Shirai, stop smoking. Let's go home, we gotta leave." "Excuse us, Nakaya-kun, we'll be leaving first." "You guys better stop smoking that cigarette. The smoke is just too odd." "It's alright if you two want to leave first. But don't forget to keep this a secret. Yeah, not a single word." "Kondo, what's with you? Saying you wanted to leave so hurriedly." "Of course it's normal for a mouth to exhale smoke, but with the black smoke coming out from their eyes and nose? It's just like a chimney. That's definitely not tobacco leaves, but some unknown grass." "What are you talking about? Since when is there smoke appearing from their noses and eyes? I didn't see any of that." "Shirai? What? No way, really?" "Fine, Kondo, since you're saying all of that, then how about this? We'll go to the crematorium now, have a look, and find out whether it is tobacco leaves or not. Honestly, I had a plan on what Nakaya was talking about when we were in his house. I want to have all the tobacco leaves collected. We could collect them all before him and have it all to ourselves. After all, Nakaya, that fella, he only gives me one cigarette every single time. Forget it, man. It's a crematorium." "You're scared?" "No way, it's just, I don't feel like going." "Why?" "Well, alright, I'll go there alone then." "Shirai, there's nothing I can do. Please, you have to listen to me, it's dangerous." However, Shirai refuses to heed the words of Kondo and continues onward as Kondo hesitantly follows. "So, this is the plant." "Yeah, it really is tobacco leaves. All of those must be your illusion. Is that so?" "Huh? Now I remember. Your uncle's funeral was not too long ago. I'm sorry that I forgot. To think that I actually brought you to a place like this. I'm so sorry, Kondo. That was severely insensitive of me." "Don't worry about it, Shirai. It's alright. Maybe it's like what you said, an illusion. My mind's probably too occupied with my uncle's funeral. Also, what Nakaya said was a little too nasty for me, so I had perhaps mixed up the crematorium's chimney and what happened just now together." "Exactly. Case closed. Anyway, do you want a puff? We didn't get to smoke any just now." "Huh? Still smoking? Such tobacco, it's better for you to kick the habit." He begins to smoke as he presses the cigarette to his mouth and inhales the smoke. He too becomes consumed by the trance-like nature of the tobacco. Something is not right here, as his eyes also become pale and hollow like the others, oozing out the black smoke of death from his eyes. Kondo looks over as his friend becomes completely devoured by the drug. No, Shirai, that tobacco, just what on earth is it? Inside the school, another shocking situation occurs. A bunch of teachers look concerned and perhaps terrified.
It's really impossible to quit smoking. It's a foreign brand after all.
But, Shikishima-sensei, it's better for you to quit it.
Ah, it's all darkness before my eyes.
He says as he too becomes consumed by the drug. So next time you decide to smoke that cigarette, you better make sure that it isn't the dreaded and vile cigarette of the dead. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to comment and tell me that you like this format so I know to keep making these type of videos. And don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a great night everyone. Goodbye.